started off, man? How different has it been without Drew Brees around?
Well, 1 year with Drew Brees taught me so much. So obviously, I would love to have another year with him. But we've communicated some this off season. So he's always going to be. I'm always going to be in his ear as long as I'm playing, probably my whole life.
James, when you say it taught you so much, what specifically do you refer to? What specifically do you mean?
Just how to be a complete pro, how to come to work every day with a purpose and with the initiative.
Jameis, I was really taken by your comments at the youth camp where you kind of acknowledged that you were the number one overall draft pick, and then I think you used the word embarrassment to make a point to them about how you can't let that change your focus. How do you handle all that? I mean, did you battle some frustration for a little while when you weren't a starter anymore, or you've had sort of that humility and self-confidence all along?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about being able to be humble and keep your eyes on the prize. Like I'm staying onward. Like I'm moving forward in everything that I do. I have to get better every single year, whether it's a great year or not so good year. My 7 years, about to be 7 years in this league, has been a blessing because I worked my whole life to have the opportunity to be a starting quarterback in this league. One year of not playing has just made me even hungrier to get back at the realm and lead a team.
I also noticed you've worked with Todd Durkin, you worked with Jay Glazer, in addition to the guys you've been working with all along. Is that something new to your approach to go seek out a few different people and just try a little of everything?
Well, it's really just the mentality, trying to expand my knowledge on work, trying to link up with Todd Durkin, specifically because Drew Brees worked with him for over 20 years, and just try to learn things from these guys like Jay Glazer. He's worked with really nothing but Hall of Famers that come out of Unbreakable. So just pushing myself to the limit, being challenged on new levels, and trying to elevate myself.
Regardless of who wins the quarterback position, how much of you guys do you really embrace just how great the offensive line is in terms of the passing game?
And we're always thankful for those big guys up front. We know that games are won up front, and I know that I'm blessed to have opportunity to play with those men that we have, and they're incredible.
Jameis, you've had some off-season work with Saints receivers. Has that been a pretty good replication of what you normally would get through OTAs and that kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Always trying to connect with your guys when they have time, just to build timing, build camaraderie, and just get together. I think that's the best part about being a quarterback is coordinating guys together and going out there and executing and having fun and seeing it coming to fruition when the bullets really start flying.
Jameis, how is your relationship with Taysom? Do you all talk? Obviously you help each other, but just how is that evolving as you all are in competition, but still obviously teammates and friends?
Well, we have the same mentality. Our main focus is to win, and to be our best selves. And I think that's what I respect about Taysom, because he is a man that can do so many great things for this team. He has done so many great things for this organization since he's been here. So just trying to find ways to serve him and work with him is going to make both of us better in terms of leading our teammates and working with them as well.
Jameis, which of your teammates have you been able to work out with this summer, and did it help you learn something about them maybe that you didn't know last year?
So I've been able to work out with Traquan, literally a lot of guys. I worked out with Adam Trotman, Nick Van Nett, Jawan, Ty Montgomery, Marquez Callaway, Tony Jones, a handful of guys, and it's always worth it. And yes, with every experience, with anyone, you're going to learn something about them new every single day. You learn how they move, how can you push them, should you push them? Do you need to lay off them? Everything. Leadership is an ongoing thing, and the more that I can understand the men that I'm around, the better that we'll be able to direct them and both get on the right path and be able to have the same goals. And that goal is to win football games.
So did they come to you, or have you all just kind of been working out wherever is convenient, I guess, this year?
Yeah,
Before,
we've been a few places. We've been on the West Coast. We've been on the East Coast. But the main thing is that we've been together, and that's what Coach Payton he wants. He wants us to be together as a team, and that's it.
I promise we'll stop bringing up Brees every time we ask you a question. But one thing you used to always talk about when you worked with guys and just was working with new receivers is just learning like their body language and things like that. How big of a deal is that for you with the way you play the game?
Well, last year I didn't get a lot of reps, live reps with these guys, and even on air. I was the third guy, so Drew and Taysom were getting a lot of reps with these starting receivers. So it's been amazing to get a chance to work with the guys at the receiving corps, especially because they're all young guys. They're new to the league, so they're eager to learn. They're eager to work, and I'm eager to get to learn them. But definitely, like if Drew said it, I'm working it too. Reading guys' body language, seeing how they come in and out of breaks, it's important for anticipation and timing in the offense.
You mentioned last year that he taught you just to focus on making the right decision in terms of avoiding turnovers. So how much do you look at that now when you look at necessarily the study in the classroom of making the right decision, even if sometimes it goes wrong, like a ball gets tipped, just focus on making the right decision, the right throw?
It was making the right decision and not worrying about the result. And that's what it's like. It doesn't matter if the result is good, and the result can be bad sometimes. But we don't want to be making decisions just for a great result. We want to be making the right decision, period. And that's what he's taught me, and I've been carrying that on until I've been applying that in my workouts. I've been applying that with my teammates.
I don't know if this is just like from the camera or whatever, but like you look thinner. Have you lost weight?
No, I just got a nice haircut, man. Got a nice haircut, right. Trimmed up. I started looking good for y'all. I knew I wasn't gonna speak to y'all, so I had to come presentable.
Got to get right for the media.
Jameis, what is the biggest difference between from everything you've learned over the last year? Is it in approach? Is it in training? Is it in when you get on the field and make decisions? What do you think is the biggest change you've made since a year from now?
Well, it's a process, right? When you first start a job, you're trying to fill out and you go all in and you learn different things along that path. This is going to be my 7th year, and I learned so many different things that I can apply to help me to my game now. And I've learned some things that I don't need to apply to my game. And one thing I have learned specifically over the past 2 years is not necessarily doing the things that is being able to say no, like doing the things that you like, not doing the things that you should not do instead of just doing the things that you should do. Because being an NFL quarterback, everybody can get back there and throw the ball. But being able to make those decisions that, hey, we cannot do this is really a big factor into, are you going to be a great quarterback or you're going to be average?
And how much time have you gotten to spend on the field working with the offense this offseason? I know you guys aren't having a traditional OTA minicamp. Have you done some on-field work, 11 on 11 or 7 on 7?
We've been able to dib and dabble on a few competitive things, but mainly just with centers, receivers, tight ends, and running backs. We haven't been able to bring the big guys all together, but we're gonna try to get that done here shortly.
Have you noticed some tweaks in certain playbook plays, anything with your input or that's designed to sort of feature the things you like or anything like that that's different than last year when you were sort of working in the playbook that was designed around Drew?
Yeah, we've made a few adjustments, but my main goal, man, is to master what we've already done here. We've been very successful as an offense over the course of 15 years, and these coaches, they're used to the same guy being back there. So I'm trying to just continue to grasp this offense. And within that, I can find things in this offense conceptually that I really like, and some things that I don't have much love for.
I'm also curious, what's your sort of philosophy and history with throwing to running backs? It's obviously a strength of Alvin Kamara's to catch the ball out of the backfield. Is that something that depends on the personnel you've had year by year, or it's plays that haven't been called as much in previous offenses?
Well, when you have a running back as talented as him, you make it a focal point to get guys like that the ball. In my career, I've had dominant pass catchers at the receiver position and at the tight end position. I've had great running backs, but not as dynamic as Alvin Kamara out of the backfield and in the slot position.
Jameis, how long has it been? Would it be back, I guess, maybe to your redshirt freshman year of like 2013 that you felt like you were in a real head-to-head quarterback competition? And are there any like lessons learned? I know you were a much younger man then, but when was the last time you were actually in, a competition like this?
I believe every year I'm in a competition. Like, this is the NFL. This is a job. I don't go into any year with expectations. Like last year, I felt like I was competing against Drew Brees in training camp. Realistically, I probably knew that I wasn't going to be the starting quarterback for the Saints that year. But every year, since I've been playing Little League football, I've been in competition. I think that's the sport. Like, that's how we get better. If you are playing the sport with believing that, hey, I got this position locked down, it's very tough for you to get better.
We're good.